Hey, how's it going, you guys? Spydico64 back here once again with yet another Star Wars, the Black Series video. So, I want to say, yeah, over the weekend, I put a poll on one of my Instagram stories. I can't remember when I posted it, but it was during this weekend though. But I posted a little post saying, hey, what is some of your guys' favorite Star Wars, what's your favorite Star Wars movie slash TV show? Wait, no, not TV show and video games. So that's what I put. So on that poll, I put Jedi Fallen Order, and I also put, I think, Andor too, and also Republic Commando, because those were some videos that I was planning on doing. Now, I wanted just to sort of see whether or not, people were going to vote for it. And that would then decide which, next Black Series video was going to come out. And the majority said, well, from some of my Instagram followers, people said they preferred Fallen Order. So now we are going to do the Fallen Order review, or the Fallen Order kind of collection video. Now, we do have a big assortment of Fallen Order figures, believe it or not. So the way this is going to work is that now some of these figures we have seen already before, I think already, but I'll just kind of explain sort of everything about it and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and let's start things off here first with, of course, the man himself, the Jedi, himself, as I'm trying to get him in a two William pose here. And I do have to say, I'm not going to say too many nice things about this figure. So here we go. First up, we have Cal Kestis from, of course, like I said before, this is the Jedi Fallen Order version, and of course, this is based off of the Baraka, one of the Cal Kestis' default looks. Now, it is very important to mention that I do not have his default look that he has throughout the game. So this is pretty much the only one that I have, other than, basically the Jedi Survivor Cal Kestis. But as you can see right here in front of you, yeah, we have the Baraka version. And overall, for a figure for its time, it was honestly a really great figure. I, of course, love this poncho right here. It does look really good with it being sculpted rather than it being, a cloth piece, which is something that, some like, some don't like. I prefer cloth pieces, but this is really where it works and stuff like that. However, though, as time has gone on, and especially with that new Cal Kestis figure, yeah, this figure pretty much got replaced. I was initially thinking of selling it, but I think I'm gonna hold on to it, because I don't know, I just feel like I think I really do need to, I just feel like I need to hold on to it. But anyways, as you can see, basically Cal, one of the problems I have with this figure, and I don't know what it is, but I had him holding his lightsaber for a very long time, and now he doesn't really have a firm grip. It's like the lightsaber is so loose on his arms. And it's also very important to mention that he did come with a lot of accessories. This was like a deluxe release. I don't know where any of those accessories are at, to be honest with you. Just saying that right up here, right now. He actually did come with a hood, which was pretty bad, but no, this is just the main attraction right here, is Cal. But another one of the accessories he does come with was BD1 in a red paint scheme. It's somewhere back there. I forgot it. But he also does come with the lightsaber, the blue lightsaber. That's his default lightsaber. Of course, this is Gerald Paul's lightsaber. Of course, Cal Kestis' master. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm still really bad at English. So there's the lightsaber. Looking pretty cool, but once again, it just doesn't fit in his hand. So that's unfortunate really with that. So yeah, but overall in terms of looks, it looks pretty good. Does have your basic articulation. It does have, weirdly enough, the pins, like the pins in the knees, the double jointed elbows and such, which I gotta really say, I really have been preferring the single jointed knee and elbow articulation. I think it makes the figure a lot more better, and it makes it a lot more better naturally, especially with these Star Wars figures, because you know, in like the Marvel Legends line, that's mainly a comic book focused line, so that's something very important to mention. So that was Cal. Now let's go into another figure here. That's a unique sculpt. And this one's going up in price, by the way. But it won't be for long. Arguably the best Inquisitor in Star Wars. Beats out any of the Inquisitors we saw in Kenobi. And all that sort of stuff. Of course, second sister, Trilla. Yeah, easily, I think this is the best out of the assortment here I have of Jedi Survivor figures, or Jedi Fallen Order figures, excuse me. But yeah, come on, look at that. I do have to say, though, the plastic cape is a bit... I don't really like it as much, but I don't know. With it standing around like this, it just looks really damn cool. I gotta really also say, Second Sister has a really cool design. As you can see, that Vader-looking mask. Of course, the cape. And this was actually the first ever Inquisitor that was in the Black Series. Straight up. Yeah, so she is the first Inquisitor we got. Now, we have, of course, have taken a look at other Inquisitors before. But, yeah, like I said, though, she is the first one. Yeah, they never made a Grand Inquisitor based off of the Rebels design. Yeah, look. She's got the helicopter thing right there. But, yeah, very interesting to note. They never made a Grand Inquisitor or a Fifth Brother in, like, the Rebel style. And more or less, Hasbro waited. I have to assume they waited it out because they probably knew that the Grand Inquisitor and Fifth Brother were going to be in Kenobi. So that was the first ever Inquisitor we got in the Black Series. So we have an Inquisitor, but the Inquisitor is going to need some troopers. So here we go. We're going to show these two guys off here next. The Purge Troopers. So we have the Purge Trooper Commander and the one with the electric staff. Right here. Now, I think these guys aesthetically look amazing, but in terms of articulation, they are so bad. Like, this is really the best pose I can get them into. And it does suck because I actually think that these Purge Trooper designs look so much better than the ones from Kenobi. Because the ones in Kenobi just... I mean, maybe it's because they just didn't do much. The Purge Troopers in, of course, Fallen Order and in Survivor... Which, funny enough, they did not carry over this. They carried over this design to Survivor. So some Purge Troopers have the Phase 1 look still, but arguably still. I mean, I think these look just more aesthetically better. Once again, maybe it's just because I don't know. Maybe it's just because I just like these a bit more because they did more than he did in Kenobi. But yeah, once again, they're on that old-ass clone trooper body, which, funny enough, they are going to release another Purge Trooper. I'll talk about that at the end of the video. So yeah, and I'm going to skim through these really quickly here, but here's the first Scout Trooper that was released. This, of course, you know, was carried over to Jedi Survivor, and sorry, I just wanted to get okay, but as I try to get this thing in a tool-wielding pose, of course, Ricky the door technician. So yeah, this is the Scout Trooper. of course, from way back when it was released on the speeder and it was classified as a Return of the Jedi release. And this is the first one with the harness. So, yeah, I gotta say overall, still a great looking Scout Trooper. I do not want them to retire this body. It's honestly still a good body. And yeah, it still has the double jointed elbows and the double jointed knees. He can kick. He can. Oh yeah, he can kick his ass. So that's something he can do. And there's a boot swivel and all that sort of stuff. So hey, a nice little addition. Like once again, articulation may be dated, but still great. So that's the Scout Trooper from Fallen Order. Let's get another one. This was also incorporated into Jedi Survivor also as well. The Flame Trooper. So, the Flame Trooper here, as you can see, practically a reuse from the Snow Trooper. So, of course, it has a different helmet. Probably, I think maybe different arms. Not too sure. And maybe different legs. I have to look at the original Snow Trooper, but this looks pretty awesome. And hey, you can use this as a Snow Trooper. What's actually cool is that this is based off of the original concept art for the Snow Troopers for Empire, which was also incorporated into other designs. So yeah, pretty cool. I have to say, yeah, pretty cool right there. All right. So then going from there, here is a bit of a newer release. So it's very important to mention that some of these figures were released in the Inquisitor, the 2 Purge Troopers, and the Scout Trooper that we've looked in this video. Were all released in the old red and black box. Cal Kestis was released in the new Gaming Greats box. And now we're going to go on to figures that were released in the new box, which is this guy. Here is the Rocket Launcher Trooper. So pretty much, it's just basically a normal stormtrooper with a rocket launcher. So there you go. He has the red pauldron right there. He's got this rocket launcher, which this figure is a bit hard to stand, in all honesty. So it's a bit annoying, but still, I guess, cool. I mean, you can't go wrong with another stormtrooper, so that's pretty cool. All right, so that is the, that is the Rocket Launcher Trooper. Now let's go ahead and have a look at these next 2 ones, which once again are pretty similar. The 2 Dathomir brothers. So we have the Zabrak Warrior and the Zabrak Archer. So these are, once again, just enemies that you fight in Jedi Fallen Order. Most of these are just, basically it's just Cal versus a nameless horde of enemies. That's basically what it is. So these right here, once again, are just, how should we say this? So in the game, in Fallen Order, Cal Kestis goes to Dathomir. Of course, the home planet to Darth Maul and to the Zabrak species, which was explored during the Clone Wars and all that sort of stuff. They actually do make a Clone Wars reference when Cal meets up with Merrin. Basically, Merrin recalls when General Grievous, in that one episode, General Grievous kills all the Night Sisters. So, yeah. And, yeah, these are just, and here are the Zabrak. So, right here. And if any of you are wondering, I'll just use the warrior here as my dog is going crazy. It's basically a reuse of the Darth Maul Sith Apprentice figure that was first. The Darth Maul Sith Apprentice figure, basically it was a figure representing a look Darth Maul had in Legends, which basically is just, it's Darth Maul half naked, basically. So, but no, really though, once again, I really do like the look here. This guy, I chose this guy mostly because, I mean, of course he's yellow, looks a bit like Savage Opress, which pretty much is like I mean, we basically, that's like the next big one we're all wanting for, right? We all want a Savage Opress. That's pretty much like the only other one that we all really want. So, yeah, once again, a figure mixed with some new articulation and some old. Single jointed elbows and the double joints at the knees. So, yeah, a bit outdated, but hey, these are pretty cool for Cal Kestis to fight and such. Change things up a bit, instead of just fighting a stormtrooper and all that sort of stuff. So to end things off, let's go to this next figure. Of course, I think I saved the best one maybe for last. The coolest one. I think the coolest repaint. The 13th Battalion, the Iron Battalion. Iron Battalion. Sounds like something like from Game of Thrones or something like that. But no, we have the battalion that Cal Kestis' master commanded. Of course, here is the 13th Battalion Trooper, which is just a clone trooper, just repainted in this goldish yellow looking color. Of course, as you can see, it has the black line right there. Looking sweet. Does in fact, have the new articulation, single jointed knees, all that sort of stuff. Now, Hasbro have updated this mold with the Phase 1 clone troop, with the Phase 2 clone trooper, and the new 501st trooper, the Oppo figure. So yeah. But no, once again, just a really great looking figure. So yeah, looking really nice right there. And I think that wraps it all up. I really did make sure that I have all the figures, and I think I do. Except really, once again, just for Cal Kestis and his default look, which it's something, that's okay. I don't really need that figure, but so yeah, a cool assortment of Black Series figures. We have, of course, 2 cool-looking Black Series figures. The Cal Kestis, the Inquisitor, which I think out of all these figures, the Inquisitor looks the best. The Purge Troopers aesthetically look cool, but articulation sucks. Scout Trooper, cool. Flame Trooper, pretty cool. Hey, you can't go wrong with another Stormtrooper. The 2 Dathomir brothers look pretty cool. I just call them the Dathomir brothers. And then also, the Clone Trooper looks pretty cool as well. So, yeah. So, for any of you that are maybe wondering, is this going to be the last Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order / Survivor figure video? I gotta say, it is not, because just this last weekend at San Diego Comic-Con, they did in fact announce that they are re-releasing the Second Sister, which once again, this figure has gone up in price, gone up in price a little bit, which, I mean, hopefully in that re-release, they're going to include a removable head or a helmet. They are also going to make an Inquisitor Cal Kestis, which people have already done, and actually something that I could do, but I want to see what they do with that new Cal Kestis, Inquisitor Cal. And there's also supposed to be a new Purge Trooper too. So those are the figures that are currently announced as of right now. So yeah. Just once again, a really cool assortment of figures. So yeah. So anyways, I think that's really going to wrap it up for this Jedi Fallen Order collection video. So once again, guys, just shoot me in the comments below. Don't really shoot me, but tell me in the comments below. What do you all think of these figures? Do you have any of them? Which one do you want? Are you wanting that re-release of the new Second Sister Inquisitor? And also, I will be probably putting another poll as to what's going to be the next Black Series video I'm going to do. I don't know what's going to be, but we're going to find out. So, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you all in the next one.